Okay, so this is going to be a video of a full controlled regen from start to finish. So as you can see on my dash, my Trip 2, this is kind of what I use to gauge the 500-mile mark. Obviously, I record the mileage of when it starts and when it stops, right? But I also use Trip 2 as another gauge in case I forget whatever mileage the regen started and when the next regen is going to take place. But as you can see here, I currently have 497 miles since my last regen. So basically in a few miles, I'm going to do a controlled regen. You can see on the dash, right there, right? The little DPF off symbol, the icon you see here, right there. See that? That means I have the diesel particulate filter auto regen turned off. And when I turn it on, you're gonna see what I use to, what I use to show when it's in regen. Okay, and it's right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of bright outside, but you can see the commanded regen is actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Adjusting fire because it is kind of hard to see, right? So, hold on. All right. Okay. So, there. That's better. All right. So you see in the left, the far right, bottom right, two quadrants there. That's the commanded EGR, commanded and actual. When those go to 0, that's when you know you're in regen. And the top 4 quadrants are your EGTs, EGT sensor 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so let's go back to the dash. I plan to do a controlled regen roughly at about 41,319 miles. Okay, that's when I'm gonna initiate the regen. Now, if I left this thing in auto, it would actually be in regen now because auto regen usually kicks in at around 498 miles or so. But anyways, and we are currently at 65% full on the diesel exhaust filter. So let's scroll over here to the dash. All right, see, auto regen. I currently have it. I don't have it turned on, right? I've got it unchecked. Okay, so just kind of hang out for a little bit. Okay, once I get to 41,319 miles, then I will turn on the regen. So just kind of hang out for a little bit. Another mile to go. And again, let's just quickly go over here, right? You can see that my AGTs are still normal, and the commanded regen is, the commanded EGR, it's flowing EGR, not much. So the reason why I'm on this screen is I'm going to show you, I'm going to enable auto regen, and then I'll go straight to the gauges there. So just another there we go. Auto regen enabled. You can see that the commanded EGR and the actual EGR goes straight to 0. So regen started at 41,319 miles. As you can see, EGT sensor 1 is already beginning to climb, and you'll see the other 3 quadrants begin to climb till we get to roughly around 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. The regen process from start to finish is usually anywhere between 12 and 20 miles. Okay, it actually takes 2 or 3 miles before all 4 EGT sensors reach temperatures that are hot enough to burn off the diesel particulate filter. And
Remember, the diesel particulate filter on their pickup truck models is the last filter in the exhaust system, okay? From the engine back, you got the diesel oxidation catalyst, then you got your SCR system, your SCR filter, then you got the DPF, okay? So EGT sensor 3 and 4, EGT sensor 3 is right before the DPF, and EGT sensor 4 is right after the DPF, okay? And as you can see here, EGT sensor 1 and 2, they've reached regen temperatures. You really just need anything over like really 580 degrees Fahrenheit, okay, it's Fahrenheit, to begin the regen process. But you really need temperatures above, 800, 900 degrees Fahrenheit to really get a good burn off in your DPF. So anyways, we're gonna hang out, and I'm gonna hang out, keep recording all the way through to the end. So, and how I know when the regen is complete, you'll see the commanded EGR and the actual EGR turn back on. Okay, that's when you know officially your DPF is your regen is complete. Now, the DPF screen for the diesel exhaust filter, it'll still read roughly around 10%, but it'll keep cooking because temperatures, when the temperatures are super hot, right, like 1200 degrees Fahrenheit, and when you get done with the regen, just because the regen process is complete, it doesn't mean that the temperatures go back to normal in a split second. It's going to remain at around 1200 degrees Fahrenheit for a couple miles. So it continues to cook, right? It continues to burn off the soot. So right now we're at 41,322 miles. As you can see, it takes a few miles before EGT sensor 3 and 4 get up to, above 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And at times, I've seen it get all the way as high as almost 1,300 degrees. But usually it's around, I would say average around 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. So... See, EGT sensor 4 is over 1,100 degrees. So something interesting to note, Ford for their pickup models, they have the diesel particulate filter as the last filter in the exhaust system. I don't like that design. I think the diesel particulate filter needs to be directly after the diesel oxidation catalyst, right before the SCR. And there's a couple of reasons for that. If you're looking, right, you can see EGT sensor 2 and EGT sensor 3. EGT sensor 2 is right after the diesel oxidation catalyst. EGT sensor 3 is right before the diesel particulate filter. So in between that is your SCR system. You can see there is anywhere between 100 to 200 degrees drop from EGT sensor 2 to EGT sensor 3. If the diesel particulate filter was directly behind the diesel oxidation catalyst, there wouldn't be a temperature drop. You would see that the diesel particulate filter will be getting that hot blast of air, of exhaust, right after the diesel oxidation catalyst, and that's what is creating the heat. Diesel fuel is being injected into the exhaust stroke. It goes down into the down the exhaust into the diesel oxidation catalyst, where it takes that fuel, that raw fuel, and it superheats the exhaust. So I wish the diesel particulate filter on the Fords was directly after the diesel oxidation catalyst. Now on the chassis cab models, it is. I don't know why they have a different system for the pickup trucks, but you know, whatever. I just don't like that there is a temperature drop between the diesel oxidation catalyst, the SCR, and then finally the DPF. Even though it's only like 1.5 feet, 2 feet of distance, that small distance is enough to have a significant temperature drop, you know. In case if anyone's wondering, the diesel exhaust filter is now at 55%. Gotta readjust. Ugh. We're now at 41,327 miles. Diesel exhaust filter is now at 45%.
Let me just show you guys.
See? I guess while this is going to take another, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles. I'll just briefly kind of talk about the truck. As you can see, I've got over 41,000 miles on the truck now, and I already done a 40,000 mile review, and this truck has been very good. I don't really have any complaints. I mean, the only real complaint would be the interior. I wish I had, I wish this truck had the new F-150 interior. That would be nice, but it is what it is. This King Ranch interior is still nice. The 8-inch screen is, it's okay. I wish it was larger, but you know, it serves its purpose. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, I can't really complain. There really isn't much to talk about this truck, to be honest. There's no issues. You know, there's some minor gripes that I have, again, like with the interior, but, you know, form and function, I can't complain. So, truck gets excellent fuel mileage. I mean, what can I say, right? So, oh yeah, you know what? We'll talk about that. So let's quickly go down to trip 1. So I filled up 131 miles ago, and you can see here I've got 24.5 miles to the gallon average, but also understand that I'm in a regen, so that more than likely that was probably at 26, and now it's at 24.5. Even in a regen, I still, you know, I can still go 696 miles until empty, so that's pretty good. I'm going to fuel up here at exit 87, which will probably be around 150, maybe 54 miles-ish, something like that. And I'm anticipating anywhere between 25 and 30 miles to the gallon because I was in a regen. If I wasn't in a regen, I would expect somewhere around 30 plus. But anyways, back to monitoring my exhaust gas temperatures. So I'm at 41,331 miles, and the diesel exhaust filter is now at 25%. So usually when it gets to 10%, that's when I know the diesel particulate, the regen is almost complete. So, and then I keep a sharp eye on the commanded EGR gauge there, and as soon as it turns on, I know that the regen is complete. I'm at 20% now. I'm at 15%, so I know that this regen is going to be complete soon. I'm at 10% now. Monitoring that commanded EGR. And boom, done. 333. So regen completed at 41,333 miles. Not bad, not bad. So we'll take a look at the diesel particulate filter. Still reads 10%, and again, it'll continue to it'll continue to burn off. I'll keep the screen on the EGTs, and oh, there we go. So diesel exhaust filter is now at 0. So regen's complete. That is a full controlled regen. Oh, now that it's complete, I need to go back and turn off auto regen. So see, auto regen is turned on, right? Now I'm gonna turn it off. Auto exhaust cleaning off. Okay, and when you do that, you get that little symbol there. So, but yeah, that's it. So, and as you can see, the exhaust gas temperatures are slowly beginning to drop. It'll go back to normal temperatures here in the next, I don't know, 2-3 miles. But yeah, not too bad. All right, we'll catch you guys in the next video.